A pet that's smaller than a Cocker Spaniel causing a bit of a stir in the Little Rock subdivision. The battle between neighbors is on. A court date has been set. And what happens next? Well, that's going to be up to a judge. Fox 16's Marcy Manley showing us what the fuss is about.
Can you sit?
At Jill Latham's house, if it looks like a dog and behaves like a dog,
Good, sit.
it's just as likely to be a pig.
The neighbors have not taken kindly to him at all.
Suey is a potbelly,
He's an indoor pet.
but he may be hightailing it out of town since animal control has told Jill to remove the pig or they will.
He lived in my townhouse in the city of Little Rock for 7 months, and nobody had any problems with him.
Before buying Suey, she checked city ordinances, which specifically allow for potbelly pigs.
You have to go further down to the section that talks
According to
about
Andre Bernard, there are additional provisions for hoofed animals or livestock,
you still have to comply with the rest of the ordinance.
which Jill is accused of violating, a 300-foot buffer from the nearest neighbor on any lot inside the city.
Even a structure, a house, it still sits on a lot. So it would still be in violation.
It's a football field. There's not 300 feet from one end of my lot to the other end of his lot.
Jill's neighbor, Don Rawls, not wanting to be on camera, tells us his issue isn't with the animal,
They were smelling bad. They draw flies.
but what it leaves behind,
She didn't want to clean up the manure.
which is why the city says the boundary is required. Jill tells us she follows the 48-hour rule to pick up after both her dogs and Suey to keep the yard clean.
He's not an issue. He doesn't bark like a dog does. He doesn't cause any problems.
So now, if Suey remains by Jill's side, is up to a city judge.
Now, Jill is slated to appear in front of a judge next week who will have the final word on how the ordinance should be interpreted. If he finds against her, Jill plans to appeal.